A pitch is the story of your product and company. It is never too early to start sharing your idea. To impress and excite people about your business, you need to be prepared to pitch anytime, anywhere. When giving a pitch, start with a simple greeting, followed by a catchy tagline to grab the interest of your audience. Keep it short and sweet. What if someone started their pitch with, "I will put Google out of business"? Wouldn't you want to know how they do it? Continue with describing the problem your company or business idea solves. Create a story to evoke emotions. Make your audience genuinely feel the pain. Use the relevant figures and statistics to convince them that this is a pressing problem. Remember to pause for dramatic effect throughout your storytelling. This gives time for the information to sink in with the listener. Once you have their attention, describe your solution to the problem. Explain clearly how your concept works and how you have tested it to prove this. Use visuals to demonstrate what your product or service looks like. It can be a video, a photo, or a screenshot of your application's features. You will have competitors, so highlight your unique value proposition. Illustrate to your audience why your solution is the best in your specific target market. Explain your business model to show that you have a solid plan to generate revenue. Next, explain what you have achieved so far and how you plan to grow. This shows potential investors where you are on your journey and your stage of maturity, and that you have a vision to scale the business to even more customers. Once you've convinced your audience that your solution is the best one on the market to address an important problem or need, and that you have a strong business, then it's time to introduce your team. What makes your team the right one to deliver this specific solution? Don't forget that you are pitching to get results. This call to action is based on who you are telling your story to. It can be anything from getting investment to finding your early adopters to use the service, or getting partners to take your company to the next level. If you feel your startup is ready for investment, ask for realistic amounts based on a budget and the maturity level of your startup. Wrap up your pitch in a full circle. When telling a compelling story, make sure you close the circle by coming back to where you started. Always finish by thanking your audience. Now that you have your first pitch script together, the real work begins. Analyze the language and make sure words are used intentionally. Is the language effective and powerful? Instead of saying, "We are aiming to create," which makes you sound uncertain, instead be direct and say, "We create." Pitching while using notes is very unprofessional. So take time practicing and memorizing your pitch. A startup story keeps evolving and you will go through many drafts before you get close to a good pitch. Once you think you have it together, do a couple of exercises. If you had to limit the time to only 30 seconds, what elements would you include? What if you only had 10 seconds to impress someone? Having shorter versions of your pitch is very useful, especially at networking events, so be prepared for anything. Pair your story together with a smartly designed pitch deck. A pitch deck is a PowerPoint presentation that you present while you pitch. Use high-quality images and only the very necessary minimal text. Graphs and visuals help to support your message, and if you don't have a designer on your team, investing a little in graphic design services goes a long way. A professional pitch deck allows you to demonstrate your product, as well as results from product validation, such as customer feedback. It adds to what you are saying during your pitch, instead of repeating it. There's a difference between an investor pitch and a demo pitch, so make sure that the materials you are sending someone digitally have all the necessary elements of your 3-minute pitch, including the numbers on traction so far and estimated growth figures. Finally, whenever it's time to tell your story, remember that the audience trusts a confident speaker. Deliver your well-prepared and well-rehearsed pitch in a confident manner. Body language is important and says a lot about how comfortable you feel while delivering your pitch. Your audience should feel that you are relaxed and at ease, so stand on both your feet and use your hands naturally. And don't forget to smile.